freezes cartouche off in here.
Perhaps a nice warm sweater will help your chilliness?
I will not mask my royal personage with this sweater. The Pharaoh demands more heat. Ah, the magic temperature box. Luxor?
The thermostat, sire. I live to serve.
Why must it always be so dark? The Pharaoh cannot see himself think in this frozen darkness. It's as if it were nighttime.
It is nighttime, O observant one.
That is no excuse. It's here, Luxor, it's here! Now my kingdom is complete. Start unpacking.
Yes, sire. Right away, sire.
Tut? It's like a zillion degrees in here. What gives? And what is that?
It is hot like the desert. Reminds me of home. And this throne supports my royal bottom with the glory it deserves.
Where did you get all this stuff?
The Pharaoh requested that I e-buy these items on the internet.
Who's paying for all of this?
The museum bank account is overdrawn. How am I going to pay these bills? I'm ruined.
Horace, how did this happen? What does our accountant say?
Can you believe it? He quit just because I asked him to save a few pennies by cutting his salary in half. I'll have everything under control soon.
How?
Don't worry. Just carry on with whatever it is you do around here. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. I'm ruined!
Dr. Vanderwill, why is it so dark in here?
Professor Behdety has us on lamp rations. As Horace says, every penny saved is a penny more for me.
Maybe this will help. I've got a great idea for a new exhibit. Female rulers through the ages.
Sorry, Cleo, but there won't be any new exhibits for a while.
Why?
Financial trouble. We might even have to close the museum down.
Tut. Nothing quite so comfy as gold.
Tut! Do you know what your little spending spree has caused?
Temporary satisfaction of my material cravings.
Besides that, the museum is broke.
Pity. Care to join me in a dish of creamed ice?
No way! Tut, I know you're brainless, but don't you understand? They may have to close the museum, all because of your spending.
Good. No more visitors gawking at me.
You have to return all this stuff now.
Oh, what am I going to do? Cancelled for lack of payment? They can't stop my subscription to Museum Directors Illustrated. Having money problems? Bills stacked to the ceiling? Let Chet Gorman, financial consultant, turn your troubles into treasure. Oh, I've got a good feeling about this. Oh, my pleasure, Mr. Gorman.
The pleasure is mine, Professor. Your reputation is well known.
Well, I don't like to brag, but...
Now, don't you worry, Professor. I'll take care of your priceless collection and solve your financial problems at the same time.
Marvelous! When do you start?
Right after you sign my contract.
Oh, I'll just have my lawyers look at it.
Of course. Excuse me. Chet Gorman. Ah, buenos dias. Madrid. Si. When can I start? Well, I'm available now.
No, you're not. I've got a contract. You work for me now, Chet. A check to the museum for $20,000? But you've only been working here for a week. How?
I found a very generous donor.
I'll say, keep up the good work, Chet. 20 grand. That should cover the electric and heating bills. Wonderful!
That Behdety man's new assistant seems to be working out well, Cleo. Problem solved.
As long as you stop spending the museum's money, we'll be fine.
The Pharaoh has needs.
You need to stay out of trouble.
Huh? That was weird. It's cool, man.
Another check? Where have all these donors been hiding? I can't even get anyone to return my calls.
The money's out there, sir. You just need to know how to find it.
Professor, they walked off, man, like, not there, vanished, like, gone.
What are you blathering about?
3 suits of armor disappeared, man, like they were, like, stolen or something.
Who could have stolen 3 suits of armor? Me? Why, that's preposterous!
Just one little thing, Professor. How do you explain the 3 suits of armor we found in your closet at home?
I have no idea how they got there.
Well, it's just that the funny thing is, your fingerprints are all over the crime scene.
But I'm the museum director. My prints are on everything.
And you say you were, let's see here, home all night ironing your underpants.
I like my underpants pressed, with plenty of starch.
So how do you explain this?
Well, I...
Professor, I hear a rumor you've had some financial setbacks.
That may be so, but why would I rob my own museum? It makes no sense.
Listen to the professor. No way he's guilty.
The museum is doing better. Professor, tell the detective about all the checks you've been depositing into your account.
Checks, eh?
Oh, there's nothing Professor Behdety wouldn't do to save the museum. Oh, what I mean is...
Yeah, that's what we think, too. There's nothing he wouldn't do.
Hey, let's take a trip downtown, Professor.
Why?
Suspicion of grand theft.
I'm innocent, I tell you! Innocent!
This is Rosalie Rivera, live at the scene of the crime, where earlier today that scoundrel Professor Horace Behdety was arrested for robbing his own museum. A new low, even for him. Fortunately, the museum has been taken over by acting director Chet Gorman, who's cleaning up the mess left by the former director.
I can't believe the professor dude is a robber dude. Hello, Mr. Gorman's office.
Jacobs, why are you answering my phone?
Mr. Gorman promoted me, man. I'm now his official assistant. And, Chet told me not to take any calls from you. So, how are you, man? Making new friends, or...?
Walter, listen. You've got to get me out of here.
You want me to bust you out? I've got a crowbar for my birthday.
No! Find some evidence that will prove my innocence.
Oh, you want me to do detective work, huh? Awesome, bro. I'm so there, man.
Just hurry. I can't spend another day with these Neanderthals.
Tutenstein, how can you just sit there eating ice cream at a time like this? Professor Behdety's in jail and the museum's going under.
Perhaps you would like a scoop?
Here's a scoop. We can't just let Behdety rot in jail while this Gorman guy takes over and runs things.
Ha!